Good morning, everybody. Jer here with another Wild Women Wisdom. It's been a little while since I've come on and done a live, but I posted earlier this morning talking about rejection. And so a friend of mine, I was talking about the post, and he was basically like, yeah, I was wondering what that post was about. So I wanted to come on and take the time to just come on and talk about rejection. So in my post, I talked about, thank you, rejection. Thank you for rejecting me and showing me that I needed time and space to be and do the things that I needed to do for myself. So what I'm talking about is, having gratitude for the things that don't work out for you, because in a sense those things are blessings, right? So every time you failed, you fell down, you weren't able to accomplish or do things that you thought that you wanted to do and you weren't able to, that was Creator's way of saying, hey, this isn't meant for you, and trusting and surrendering to receive what the lesson was, right? So a lot of us go through a lot of trials and tribulations, and sometimes we fall down, and sometimes it can be really hard to be like, why is this happening to me? And it can put you in a spot where you're continuously like, okay, why isn't this happening for me? Why isn't, like, I'm trying so hard, I'm sacrificing so much of myself, my time, all of the things that I have in my life for this thing, which doesn't seem to be working out for me, right? So basically I woke up this morning and I was in a reflective state, and thinking about how many times I have done that to myself, right? How many times have I rejected myself and thought that all of the things that I have in this world, and this is one of the things I talk to with my clients, which essentially is that everybody and everything in this life is a reflection of what's going on internally within you, right? So I could not understand why the certain things that were happening in my life were turning out to be that way. And it was because I needed to really reflect and work on those things within myself, build the practices, the skills to understand that not everything is happening to me, but for me, right? And not everything is about you sometimes, but in a sense, it's when you are in instances where, people are triggering you, people are hurting you, and it's putting you in a position to look at yourself and be like, okay, if I'm in this situation, what is this showing me about me? Is this something that I want to continue on? Is this something that I feel I deserve? Because through this journey that I've been going through, which is, Creator putting me in a position where I really need to sit down, humble myself, and ask the questions, how have you been contributing to your own pain and suffering? How much have you been holding on to that level of really thinking you deserve to be going through those things, and are you willing to change them? Because everybody wants to get better, everybody wants to change, everybody says, oh, I'm willing to do the work, but are you actually, is that a real thing, or are you just saying that because it's the situation and you have to have an answer, right? So what I would suggest for everybody that's out there is to look at that post and really look at yourself and examine the ways in your life where you have also rejected yourself and have shown yourself that I am putting up with this behavior, and asking yourself, is this still something that I feel like I want to have reflected back to me in this life? And if it isn't, that's the thing. The real work is every single day. I meet a lot of people, and the conversations that I have with them, I'm always telling people, I am a full-time job, right? Like, dealing with all of these emotions and all of these things that are going on internally, that is a full-time job. And being in a position where you are a leader and you are really helping people, you have to walk the talk, right? Like, you have to be doing that and being dedicated, persistent, doing the things that you are expecting other people to treat you like, or to put you in positions of, right? Like, if you're going around being like, oh, I need you to make me happy, I need you to do all these things, and well, it's like, okay, do you do those things for yourself? Because if you were doing them for yourselves, you wouldn't be asking for that externally, right? So again, the post is being thankful for everything that didn't work out for me, because now I am in a place where I'm able to be self-sustaining, being self-driven, being, you know, and there's nobody out there that is going to make anything happen but me, right? And I am really committed and holding myself to the standard, which is going to then inspire that in other people, right? By you being that change that you want to see in the world, you are inspiring and showing other people that those things are possible, right? So that's what that post was all about, is realizing how many times and how many ways I've been rejecting myself and being thankful for it. You know, thank you for, you know, not putting me in those places, because I thought they were what I needed at the time, and they obviously weren't, right? So it's trusting and having faith and being really grateful and humbling yourself to the experiences and the things that you have to go through in order for you to get to the other side. You know, if I hadn't had those experiences, I wouldn't be able to be so grateful now for the beautiful things that are coming into my life. And you know, again, it's just taking that time and being present and really understanding that, you know, we are divinely where we're supposed to be at any given time. If you just take the time to realize that, to be grateful for that, you'll just have so much more, right? So that's what that post's about. Don't reject yourself. I love you, and we'll talk to you later. See you later.